Hi, my name is Emily and welcome to Secret Patterns, where I feature modern faux fur crochet patterns. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this super fun crochet dog wool stocking pattern. Now, some of my favorite features about it is its little faux fur like little ring that you can hang it off of, and then there's also, it's functional so you can stick something into it. You can also put lining inside of it so that so it's like extra thick. And then there's these little bobbles and a little bow that I think just adds a lot of cuteness. Now I wanted to mention real quick before we get started that you can also purchase the large dog wool stocking pattern from my website and from my Etsy shop, and then you can make either size. So this is I would say that the large is a little bit more of a life size or the regular stocking size, and then this one's just a little bit more of a mini. So in this video we're going to make the mini, but you can grab the large in the description box down below, put a link, and then you can also make, and this is about the same size as the small, you can also make a little fish stocking for if you love cats or have a cat that you love in your life. Then it has like a little cute fin and a little black eye, and so you can also grab that in the description box down below, and I'll put a link for it. So let's get started making this dog bowl. Today is Red Heart Super Saver in the color, I believe it's a light sage. I'll put a link in the description box down below, but this is a really beautiful green color, and I just love how it works up. So this is Red Heart Super Saver, and this is just a worsted weight yarn. So any worsted weight yarn would really work for this project. So that's the main part that I'm using. And then for the top of the dog wool stocking, you're just going to use a faux fur yarn. Now this is Lion Brand Go for Faux in the color Husky, and this is Lion Brand Go for Faux. It's not Lion Brand Go for Faux Thick and Quick. Thick and Quick is a different one, and that's not what I recommend using. Lion Brand Go for Faux will have one strip and then faux fur coming off of that. So you'll just need a little bit of this. I probably won't even need all of this, but you'll just need a little bit of Lion Brand Go for Faux. Then you're going to need 2 stitch markers. I just recommend having stitch markers when you're working with faux fur yarn, but you don't have to obviously have it. I just recommend that. Then you'll need a darning needle, scissors, and a 5.5mm crochet hook. So this is the hook that I'll be using. So now what you're going to do is, to begin, you're going to make your back panel of your dog wool stocking, and then we're going to make the front panel, and then we're going to single crochet around the two to join them together. So let me show you that. I'll set aside all this stuff. And so this is the back panel of the dog wool stocking, and then this is the front panel, and then these are the little bobbles, and I absolutely love how this looks. And then this is the faux fur. So what you're going to begin by doing is we're going to make the back panel first, and we're going to go down. So we're going to start here, and then we're going to go down, and then later on we're going to go back to where the chains were, and we're going to add the faux fur. And so yeah, so let's just start with the back panel, and I will show you what to do. So to begin, you're going to grab your 5.5mm crochet hook and your center pole of your yarn. Now what you're going to do is you're going to chain 20. So make a slip knot to begin, and then you're going to tighten. Now I'm going to chain 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now you're going to double crochet in the third chain from hook in each stitch across. So you're going to yarn over. The loop on your hook does not count as a chain, so the loop on your hook does not count as a chain. You're going to skip the first 2 chains, then you're going to yarn over and insert your hook into the third chain from hook. So right into this, right there. So yarn over, insert into the third chain from your hook, then yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through 2, and that's how you make a double crochet. So now what you're going to do is you're going to double crochet in each stitch across, and then I'll meet you back once you have reached the end of row number 1, and you should have 19 stitches. 18 stitches. Okay, so I just finished row number 1 and I have 18 double crochets across. Now what you're going to do is you're going to chain 2 and you're going to turn your work. And I want to mention real quick that if you want to get the large dog one stocking pattern, so this is the small dog one stocking pattern that I'm showing you in this video, and then if you want to get the large one, you can go check out my Etsy shop or my website shop and purchase the ad-free PDF for the large. Okay, so now for rows 2 through 12, you're going to double crochet in each stitch across. So chain 2, turn, and then you're just going to double crochet in each stitch across. So I'm just going to let you complete that, and then I'll meet you back once you're done with row number 12, and I'll show you what to do next. Okie dokie, so I just finished row number 12, and you can see this is what it is looking like. Now what you're going to do is for row number 13, you're going to chain 2 and turn your work, and you're going to begin by you're going to make a 3 double crochet increase into the first stitch. So just means 3 double crochets into the very first stitch. And we're making the kind of the bone part, the bulging bone part. So if I turn it to the back, we're right here. We're starting the going out. Okay, so I just did 3 double crochets into that first stitch, and the chains for this whole I think I forgot to mention, but the all the turning chains I never count as stitches, so just note that. So the turning chains do not count as any double crochets or any stitches. So now I just did a 3 double crochet increase into the first stitch, and now what you're going to do is you're going to double crochet across, and then you're going to double crochet increase in the last, or double crochet 3 increase in the last stitch. So I'm just going to double crochet across. Okie dokie, so I just finished almost finished row number 13, and now I just have this last double crochet to work into, and so now I'm just going to do my 3 double crochet increase into it. So I'm going to just do 1 double crochet like you normally would, then I'm just going to insert into that same stitch and do another double crochet like you normally would, and then I'm just going to do that one more time. So like that, and you should have 22 stitches at the end of row 13. Okay, so now for row number 14, you're going to chain 2 and turn your work, and you are going to 3 double crochet increase once again into the first stitch, then you're going to double crochet across, and then you're going to 3 double crochet increase in the last stitch, and I'll meet you at the end of row number 14. Okay, so now I'm at the end of row number 14, and you should have 26 stitches. And now for row numbers 15 and 16, you're just going to chain 2 and turn your work, and then you're going to double crochet in each stitch across. So I'm just going to do that for the next 2 rows, and then I'll meet you back at the end of row number 16. Okie dokie, so as you can see, I just finished rows number 15 and 16, and this is what it should be looking like. Okay, and so now for row number 17, what you're going to do is you're going to chain 2 and turn your work, and you're going to double crochet 3 together in the first 3 stitches. So to do that, what you do is you yarn over and insert into the first stitch, yarn over, pull through. I'll bring it closer. So we chain 2 and turned. Your chain, of course, does not come as a stitch, so you're going to yarn over and insert into the first stitch, yarn over, pull through, then you're going to yarn over and pull through 2 like you normally would. Now you have 2 loops on your hook, and normally you would yarn over and pull through all 2 loops, and you're not going to do that. So instead what you're going to do is you're going to yarn over, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then you're going to do that one more time. So you're going to yarn over and then go into the following stitch, yarn over, pull through 2. So now you should have 4 loops on your hook, and you're going to yarn over and pull through all 4 loops on your hook. And now what you're going to do is you're going to double crochet in the next 6 stitches. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. Okay, so I just did 6 stitches, and now what you're going to do is you're going to half double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then you're going to single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 3, and 4, and then you're going to half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So you're just going to half double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then you're going to double crochet in the next 6 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, and 6. And now you're going to do that same double crochet 3 together. So yarn over, insert into the first stitch, yarn pull through, yarn pull through 2, and then you're just going to do that 2 more times. So into the next 2 stitches, and then you're just going to yarn over, pull through all 4 loops on your hook. Okay, so now you should have 22 stitches for row number 17. And now what you're going to do is you're going to chain 2 and turn your work, and for row number 18 you're going to double crochet 3 together in the first 3 stitches once again, like you've done before, and then you're going to double crochet in the next 4 stitches. So we just started off with a double crochet 3 together, then you're going to double crochet in the next 4 stitches, and now what you're going to do is you're going to half double crochet in the next 2 stitches, then you're going to single crochet in the next 4 stitches, and then you're going to half double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then you're going to double crochet in the next 4 stitches. I'm just kind of doing this as telling you as I go. So I'm on 3 and 4 double crochets. And now you're just going to double crochet 3 together in the remaining 3 stitches. And that is the completion. There we go. There you go. And that is what now you have completed the back panel of your dog one stocking. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut your yarn and tie off. And now we're going to begin the front panel. So, okay, actually, I'm sorry. I meant to say that you're going to do the faux fur on back panel. So that's the next part. So this is what you can see. We finished this part right here, and then we just tied off. And this is what the whole stocking at this point should look like. It's pretty small. And so now what you're going to do is you're going to flip your work to the wrong side, and you're going to go to the chain where you began. So right where your tail is, right here. And I'm going to grab my new piece of yarn. So this is the Faux Fur yarn. And I'm going to still use the same 5.5mm crochet hook. And what you're going to do is you're going to insert your hook into the first chain. So right here, let me bring it up close. Right here is the first chain. Right here. And if you can't tell how many chains, you can just count across. But this is the first chain. And what you're going to do is you're going to insert your hook, like I just did. And then you're going to grab your yarn. And then I just like to yarn over and pull through. Then you're going to chain 2. And now for row number 1, you're going to do 3 double crochet increase into the first stitch. Then you're going to double crochet in the next 16 stitches. And then you're going to do a 3 double crochet increase in the last stitch. So you're going to end up with 22 stitches for row number 1 of the faux fur. Now, I recommend that you put a stitch marker in your first and last stitches just because it makes it a whole lot easier. And if you don't have a stitch marker, I use like a scrap piece of yarn, just something to mark your first stitch. So that's my first stitch, 1, 2, 3. Now I'm just going to double crochet across, and then I'm going to double crochet 3 into the last stitch. And I'll meet you back once I have completed row number 1. Okie dokie, so I just finished row number 1, and you should have 22 stitches across. And now for row number 2, what you're going to do is you're going to chain 2 and turn your work, and you're going to double crochet in each stitch across. Now once again, I would recommend putting a stitch marker here and here, just so that you know where the first and last stitches are. And so I'm going to meet you back once you have finished row number 2. Okie dokie, so I just finished row number 2, and I just double crocheted across, excuse me. So it should be 22 stitches. Now for row number 3, what you're going to do is you're going to chain 2 and turn your work, and you're going to double crochet in the first 7 stitches. So I'm going to double crochet in the first 7 stitches. 1, 2. I'm going to put my stitch marker in the first stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7. So double crochet in the first 7 stitches. And then what you're going to do, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now what you're going to do is you're going to half double crochet in the next 2 stitches, so 1 and 2. And then you're going to single crochet in the next 4 stitches, so 2, 3, and 4. And my ball of yarn is creeping up on me again. Okay. So single crochet in the next 4, like we just did. Then I'm going to half double crochet in the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2. And then I'm going to, I'm going to double crochet in the last 7 stitches. So just double crochet in the last 7 stitches. And one of my best tips for working with faux fur yarn is to just feel as best as you can and use plenty of stitch markers. So if you want to add stitch markers wherever you want, I would definitely do that, just because it makes it so much easier. Okay, so I just finished row number 3, and you should have 22 stitches across. Now I'm going to chain 2 and turn my work. And for row number 4, you're going to double crochet 3 together in the first 3 stitches, just like we did down here at the bottom. What you're going to do now is you're just going to do the exact same thing. So yarn over, insert into the first stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then you're going to do that in the next 2 stitches. So just do that, and then you should have 4 loops, and you're going to yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. Then you're going to double crochet in the next 4 stitches, 2, 3, and 4. And then what you're going to do is you're going to half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Then you're going to single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then you're going to half double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then you're going to double crochet in the next 4 stitches. So 2, my ball of yarn, there we go, 3, and 4. And now you're going to double crochet 3 together in the last 3 stitches. So 1, 2, over, oh, I missed that loop, there we go, 1, 2, and 3. And then you're just going to, you should have 4 loops on your hook, and you're going to yarn, pull through all 4 loops. And this is what your dog bone, or your top, will look like, hopefully. And now what you're going to do is you're going to chain 10. So 1, we're going to make the little loop that you're going to hang your, that you're going to use to hang your stocking on your mantle or wherever you want to hang it. So you're going to chain 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then you're going to turn your work. You can turn your work and then chain 10, either way. And then you're going to slip stitch into the very first stitch. So into the same right there. You're going to slip stitch. And then you're going to tie off and cut your yarn and pull through, and there you go. That is what the back faux fur part of the panel should look like. Okay, so as you can see, we just finished the back panel. And now for the front panel, what you're going to do is you're going to grab your yarn once again, your green yarn. Let me scoot this. I'm going to put this to the side. And you're going to grab your green yarn. And what you're going to do is you're going to chain 19. And once again, the chains do not count as stitches. So the turning chains, I mean. Okay, so I'm going to chain 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And now what you're going to do is you're going to make a bobble stitch in the second chain from hook, and then you're going to single crochet in the next stitch. So what you're going to do that is you're going to yarn over and insert into the second chain from hook. So the loop on your hook does not count as a chain. You're going to skip the first chain and go into the second chain. So you're going to yarn over, insert into the second chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And then you're going to do that, I believe it is total of 4 times. Okay, so I'm going to do that 4 times into that one stitch. So you should have 5 loops. Then you're going to yarn over and pull through all 5 loops on your hook. Then you're going to single crochet into the next chain. Then you're going to just repeat that. So you're going to do a bobble into the next chain, and then you're going to single crochet into the next chain. You're just going to do that in each chain across, and I'll meet you back once you're done with row number 1. Okie dokie, so as you can see, this is what the front side looks like, and then this is how it is looking on the back side. So what you're going to do now is you're going to chain 2, and you're going to turn your work. And for rows number 2 through 4, you're just going to double crochet in each stitch across, and you should have 18 stitches across. So I mean, just double crochet into each stitch. And I'm going to do that for the next 3 rows. So rows 2, 3, and 4. And I'll meet you back at the end of row number 4. Okay, so this is what it should look like now. And you can see the bobbles are on the first row. And now I just did 3 rows of double crochets. And now what you're going to do is you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. And you're going to, for row number 5, you're just going to do the same thing that we basically did for row number 1, which is bobble in the first stitch and then single crochet in the next stitch. So chain 1, turn, bobble, make a bobble in the first stitch, and then single crochet into the next stitch. And you're just going to repeat that for this whole row. And then, once you're done with row number 5, for rows 6 through 8, you're just going to do 3 rows of double crochets again. So you're going to do a bobble row and then 3 rows of double crochets, and then I'm going to meet you back once I've finished that, and I'll show you what to do next. Okie dokie, so as you can see, I just finished row number 8, and now for row number 9, you're just going to do a bobble in each stitch across. Let me grab my, I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see this, because it is a cream. Okay. So you can see here, let me just bring this next to each other, so hopefully you guys can see it. So this is, we did 1 bobble row and 2 bobble rows. Now we're going to do 2 more bobble rows. So you're going to do a bobble row, then do 3 rows between, and then you're going to do 1 more bobble row. And then once you've completed that bobble row, which will be row number 13, so you're going to row number 9, do a bobble row. Then rows number 10 through 12, you're going to double crochet in each stitch across, and then you're going to do 1 last bobble row before we start doing our increases for the kind of the dog bone shape part at the bottom. So I'm going to let you do rows 9 with a bobble row, 10, 11, 12 with regular double crochets, and then 13 with another bobble row, and then I'll meet you back at the end of row number 13. Okay, so I just finished, let's see, this was row number 13, and as you can see, so we have 4 bobble rows. There you go, you can see that we have 4 bobble rows, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and now we're going to kind of start, or very soon we're going to start kind of making the dog bone shape. So what you're going to do to begin row number 14 is you're going to chain 2 and turn. I combine chain 2 and turn to make turn. And then you're going to double crochet in each stitch across for a total of 18 stitches. And I'll meet you back once I'm done with row number 14. Okay, so as you can see, I just finished row number 14 and it was just the bobble row. Now for row number 15, you're going to, chain 2 and turn your work. And you're going to 3 double crochet increase into the first stitch, and then you're going to double crochet in each stitch across, and then you're going to 3 double crochet increase into the last stitch. So you're going to start by doing 3 double crochets into the first stitch, and then you're going to double crochet across and then do 3 double crochets into the last stitch. And so I'll meet you back once I have finished row number 15. Okie dokie, so I just finished row number 15, and you should have 22 stitches across. And so you did 3 double crochet increase in the first stitch, double crochet across, and then you did 3 double crochet increase into the last stitch. And now for row number 15, you're going to chain, or 16, excuse me. Yeah, row number 16, you're going to chain 2 and turn once again. And then you're going to do the exact same thing as you did for row number 15. So you're going to do 3 double crochets into the first stitch, then double crochet across, and then do 3 double crochets into the last stitch right there. So I'm going to complete that, and then I'll meet you back once I'm done with row number 16. Okie dokie, so I just finished row number 16, and you should have 26 stitches across, and this is what it should be looking like. Now you're going to chain 1 and turn your work, and for row number 17, you're going to make a bobble in the first stitch, and then you're going to single crochet in the next stitch. So just like we've done before, just make a bobble in the first stitch, and then single crochet in the next stitch, and I'm going to complete that in each stitch across, and then I'll meet you back once I have finished row number 17. Okay, so as you can see, we just finished the bobble row for this is row 17, and now you're going to chain 2 and turn, and you're going to just double crochet in each stitch across for row number 18. And so you'll have 26 stitches, or you should have 26 stitches, and I'm going to meet you back once I have finished row number 18. Okay, so as you can see, I just finished row number 18, and this is what it should be looking like. So now what you're going to do for row number 19 is you're going to chain 2 and turn your work again. Now I like to do chain 2 because when you do chain 3s, then when you come back and try to work into them as you like sew the 2 panels together, it just gives you more gaps. So that's why I do chain 2s. And plus, I just always do chain 2s anyway for double crochets, even though I know that's kind of weird, but that's what I do. Okay, back to the pattern. So you're going to do for row 19, so we just chain 2 and turn, and now you're going to double crochet 3 together in the first 3 stitches. So you're going to yarn over, insert into the first stitch, yarn pull through 2, then you're going to do that 2 more times. So into the next 2 stitches, and now you should have 4 loops on your hook. Let me bring it a little closer. 4 loops on your hook, and then you're just going to yarn over and pull through all 4 loops on your hook. Okay, so just double crochet 3 together in the first stitch. Now you're going to double crochet into the next 6 stitches. So I'm going to just do that real quick on camera because I'm filming anyway. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now I'm going to half double crochet into the next 2 stitches. Then I'm going to single crochet into the next 4 stitches. So 2, 3, and 4. Now I'm going to half double crochet into the next 2 stitches. Then I'm going to double crochet into the next 6 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now I'm going to double crochet 3 together in the last 3 stitches. So you can see that right there is the last 3 stitches, and you're just going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn pull through 2, and you're going to do that same thing into the next 2 stitches. And then you're just going to yarn over and pull through all 4 loops on your hook. And as you can see, this is how it is looking. And now for row number 20, you're going to chain 2. Oh, you should have 22 stitches for row number 19. Now for row number 20, you're going to chain 2, turn your work. You're going to double crochet 3 together in the first 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to double crochet into the next 4 stitches. So 2, 3, and a 4. And then you're going to half double crochet into the next 2 stitches. You're going to single crochet into the next 4 stitches. 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to half double crochet into the next 2 stitches. Again, double crochet into the next 4 stitches. 2, 3, and 4. And then you're going to double crochet 3 together in the last 3 stitches, like this. And you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. And now, as you can see, we have completed the front panel. But what you're going to do is you're not going to tie off. You're not going to cut your yarn or tie off. You're going to set this down, and then you're going to grab your back panel, like this back panel right here. And you're going to insert your hook, and you're going to single crochet along the front and back panel to join the 2 panels together. So, okay, so to do that, you're going to lay your back panel down like this, and then you're going to put your front panel on top, and you're going to kind of lay it how you would want it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to grab where your working yarn is. You're going to begin by chaining 1. Okay, wait. First, let me know that if at this point you can decide what side you want your stocking to hang on the mantle. So you can have it hang like this, like I have on this stocking. So you can see there's a thing and it's hanging like this, so it'll hang like this on a mantle. Or you can have it hang from the right side, or so you can have it hang from the left side or the right side. So you can choose what side you want it to hang from. So at this point you can decide that before you sew the 2 panels together. So I personally am, I like to hang it from the this side, and so I'm just going to lay these 2 here. Now let me show you what to do. So you chained 1, and now you're going to insert your hook right here. So you can see here's your double crochet 3 together on the back panel. Here's your double crochet 3 together on your front panel. What you're going to do is you're going to insert your hook into the front and then the back panel. Now it's nearly impossible for me to show you this, so you're just going to kind of have to work into the stitches. So what I did is I did about 2 single crochets into each chain space or double crochet, and that's how it worked for me. And you should have about 40 single crochets, and then I'm going to meet you back once you reach the top of right here, the top of the stocking, and then I'll show you what to do next. So you're just going to insert your hook into the next stitch area, and then in the front and back panel. And unfortunately this is really hard to show, so I hope you guys get the idea. So you insert your hook here, and then I'm going to insert my hook back here. Now you don't have to do 40 stitches. I just try to make it look as even as possible, and so if you end up with like 50 stitches, that's fine too. But that's what 40 stitches is just what I found worked for my thing. Now, as you go along this kind of this curve area, I sometimes have to do a little bit extra stitches here just so that it lays flat and doesn't start to curl a little bit. Okay, I wanted to show you real quick, come back and show you real quick how I go around the bobbles on the front and yet make it look even. So what I do is I insert my hook right where we worked into, and then I go to the back panel and make a single crochet. And then what I do is I go to the bottom where we made our double crochet or bobble out of right there, and then insert my hook into that, and then I go like that. So you don't squish the bobble in the process. It just looks perfectly fine like that. Okay, I'm getting finished now, and I'll meet you back. Okie dokie, so I just reached this kind of corner area where the regular yarn meets the faux fur yarn. So now what I'm going to show you how to do is I'm going to show you how to just how to go across. So what you do is you find the chain where you worked your bobble into. This is at least what I like to do. And then I like to go into the chain of the back of the stocking. And then I'm just going to make a single crochet. And then I'm going to do one more single crochet, but now instead of working into the back panel, I'm just going to work into the front panel only. And I'm going to work in that same stitch. So I'm going to do a single crochet increase into that, so right there. So we worked one stitch into the corner, and then we worked one stitch just in the front panel. And now what you're going to do is you're going to work in the front panel only, so you can stick whatever you want into your stocking. So what you do is you just work into the chains, and you kind of have to be careful to not skip chains. So you work one right here where there's a single crochet, and then you work one in where there was a bobble. And I'm just going to continue to do this across, and then I'll meet you back and I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so as you can see, I'm about to do my last stitch. So I'm just going to do one single crochet into that, and then I'm going to insert my hook into that last chain, and then I'm going to insert my hook into the last chain on the back panel right here. And you're going to try as you make a single crochet to not get faux fur into it. Okay, make a single crochet like that. And so now you can see this is our cute little opening. And now what you're going to do is you're just going to work down this whole side and around, and then you're going to meet back right here, and then I'll meet you back once you have come to the spot where we begun our joining panels. And it should be about 60 stitches. Okay, so I just came back to where we begun, and now I'm just going to slip stitch into the first single crochet of the joining panels section. And now you have completed your dog bone. So congratulations, you're going to cut the yarn. And I'm going to tie off, and then I like to just bring this tail inside my stocking or hide it somehow, however you like to do it. And you can see this is what we have, so I think it turned out super cute. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you how to make, and this is totally optional, but I really think it adds a lot of cute and class to it, to the stocking. And it is this little bow and little bobbles. So let's show you how to make that real quick. So what you're going to do to make, I'm going to set this aside, and you're going to make the bow first. So you're going to grab your green yarn once again. You could even use a different color yarn if you wanted to, but I'm going to use green yarn. And you're going to make a slip knot, and then you're going to chain 55, and then you're just going to tie off. So chain 55 and then tie off, and I'll meet you back and show you what to do next. Okay, so you can see this is what it should look like. And now what you're going to do, I like to cut my tails a little bit long. I forgot to mention that, but when you start, I would leave your tail a little long, and then when you end, cut your tail, leaving yourself a little bit long. And then what you're going to do is you're going to look at your stocking, and you're going to, so right here is the bobble row, and you're going to insert your hook into the row below the bobble. So, count and make sure it's centered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you're going to insert your hook behind the 3 the 3 double crochets in the very center. So I don't know if that makes sense, but you're going to count over, you're going to find the middle, you're going to insert your hook under the 3 stitches in the very center, like that. And then you're going to grab your chain, and you're going to pull that chain through, and then you're going to grab one side, so you're going to have it on each side. And then I'm by no means making a bow making expert, but you're just going to do a basic bow. So I like to start by making a little knot, and you don't want to do it too tight, otherwise you'll really pull on your stitches and on the inside, and you'll see that. So I don't like to do too tight. I just like to give it a little bit of a tug. And then I grab my thumb and I wrap around, then hold it. Then I grab this one and go around just like a shoe tie bow, just very standard. And then that is what it should look like. And now what you're going to do, there we go, is you can play with it and play with how much where you like, how long you like them, and whatever you want. And now I'm going to show you real quick how to do like the little bobbles that we attach to these chains. So let me set this aside once again. I'm going to grab my 5mm hook and 5.5mm hook, and then my faux fur yarn. And you're going to begin by making a magic circle. Now to make a magic circle, you're going to put the yarn at the base of your finger, or your hand, and then you're going to wrap the yarn around going to the front, then come down and wrap the yarn around going to the back, so you have like an X. You're going to flip it over, grab the back loop, pull through, pull it up. Now you're going to begin by you're going to make a chain 1, and then you're going to single crochet 5 into this bobble. So I'm going to put a stitch marker in here just because I feel like that helps me a lot, and so you can do whatever you want. So you're going to single crochet 5 into this magic circle, so 3, 4, and 5. Now you're going to tighten your magic circle, and then you're going to I like to bring the yarn strand inside, and I just use that as my stuffing. So this yarn strand I just bring in towards me, and then I just use that as my stuffing. So then I'm going to make a slip stitch. Oh, I'm struggling with my words today. And then you're going to chain 1, you're not going to turn, and you're going to single crochet increase into each stitch around. So you should have 10 stitches at the end of row number 2, and you could actually just start working this in the round. I'm just doing this how I have it written down, and so, but you could do it either way. I'm just going to do that, and I'll meet you back once I have finished row number 2. So I just finished round number 2, and then I'm going to slip stitch to join, chain 1, and I'm going to single crochet 2 together in each stitch around. So we're just basically making a little like mini pom-pom thing. So I'm going to do that, and you should end up with 5 stitches because you're going to take your 10 and single crochet 2 together in each stitch around, and you should have 5 stitches. And I'm almost done, so I'm just going to keep myself on camera. I'm on 4 and number 5. There we go. And now I'm going to slip stitch again to join, and you're going to cut your yarn. Now what I like to do is I like to grab a little bit of stuffing sometimes, or if I feel like it's if I feel like it's stuffed enough, all I do is I just tie a little knot on the inside and then put this yarn strand in. But that's totally optional. You can do whatever you want. And then I'm just going to have you make one more of these, so you can back up the video and make one more of these little bobbles, and then I'll show you how to finish it up. Okay, so as you can see, I just stuffed these and tied off all the tails, and they're just like these little fluffy balls. And now what I'm going to show you how to do is, so here's my little bow, and I'm going to grab one of the 2 tails. So I'm going to grab the one that's longer just because it's easier to show on camera especially. and I'm just going to thread it, or put on my darning needle, and then I made like a little knot to tie it off, and so I'm just going to, but you can do it, if you didn't, you can just go do it wherever you want. So I'm just going to insert under a little like stitch, and then I'm going to bring it up to the chain, and I'm going to insert my darning needle into the very first chain. And what I like to do is I like to just go back through. Now you can see we have like a little circle or a green hole. I just like to insert my darning needle through that hole and then tighten. And I feel like it makes it really nice and secure and tight. And so that is what I do. And then I just normally do it one more time just to make a little loop, and then go back through it, and that makes a knot. And then how I like to just sew off my tail is I just like to go through the bobble, and then I just cut it a little, making sure to obviously not snip the yarn or the crochet work. And then there you go. There is your like little bobble. I think that just adds so much cuteness. And so now I'm just going to do that for the second side, and then I'll meet you back. And there you go. There is your little extra added touch, and your stocking is complete. I hope you enjoyed making this with me, and please don't forget to tag me in your makes, and I'd love to see you. Thank you so much for making this super fun dog bone stocking pattern along with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I make a new video on Friday, and I'd love to see you there. And thank you so much again for watching. Thank you so much for watching this crochet dog bone. Thank you so much for making this dog bone stocking along with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I make a new video on Fridays, and I'd love to see you there. And don't forget to tag me if you make any of my patterns. Just don't forget to tag me, because I love to see your creations. And so thank you so much again for watching.